Hi, this is Stan Matthews, host of the Matthews TV broadcast and founder of the Inner Circle Professional Network. It takes a village to raise a child and a community to build healthy, wealthy businesses, professional practices, and community organizations. The Matthews TV broadcast enables urban consumers like you to support urban business owners, professionals, nonprofit and community organizations that make urban communities great places to live, work, and raise a family. So please continue to watch the Whole Person, Whole Community broadcast on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. on Comcast Xfinity Channel 190 and at the Matthews Broadcast YouTube channel. Oh yeah, and tell 10 friends to watch the broadcast too. Heartfelt thanks for your continued friendship and support.
Hi, I'm Mayor Baraka of Newark, reminding you to shop urban and shop local to save time and money, get a higher level of customer service, create jobs, and build stronger families and communities. This holiday season, remember to shop urban, shop local, and shop Newark.
This holiday season, remember to shop urban, shop local, and shop Newark.
Good evening, everyone. This is Stan Matthews in the Matthews broadcast. We want to welcome you to the North Jersey Enrichment Hour with our host this evening. I want to introduce our new co-host, Mr. G. Rodney Owens, and his father, Mr. Gerald Owens, is with us this evening. We want to begin this night by thanking all those who are with us and all those who are home watching us. There is but one purpose for the Matthews broadcast, and it is to encourage you, urban consumers at home, to shop urban and shop local. We have $105 billion in purchasing power here in the state of New Jersey, and the only way that we can make use of that precious asset is to do business with each other. So as best as you can, shop urban, shop local, to build stronger communities, to create jobs, to build wealth, and make your community more sustainable and increase the quality of life. I'm going to turn it over here now to our brand new co-host for the Enrichment Hour, Mr. G. Rodney Owens.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome, and thank you for tuning in. Like Stan said, my name is G. Rodney Owens, and I'll be your co-host on this evening's broadcast. And before we get started, I'd just like to take this time to thank my lovely wife, Simi, and my son, Gavin, for allowing me to be here tonight. And I'm excited to share in this very important opportunity and to talk about this whole shop urban movement. As a shareholder of an urban business myself, I understand the value proposition in supporting local businesses, and I'm so grateful to the Matthews broadcast for being a visionary leader and providing this platform to spotlight urban entrepreneurs and business professionals and community leaders and artists and connecting them to the people who could use and want their services. Like Stan said, the $1.5 billion of spending power that exists in urban households from northern New Jersey, New York, Philly, Washington, D.C. It's a tremendous opportunity for us to support each other. If you just think about, like you said, the amount of wealth and the businesses that we could create and support if we just took the time to shop urban. You might have to go out of your way and search a little harder to do that for some of the things that you might need. But at the end of the day, it's a worthwhile proposition because we're supporting each other. I've learned that lesson lately just by being a business owner myself and seeing the struggles and challenges that it requires. So
making a payroll is not an easy thing.
Not an easy thing, but it helps when you have the community behind you when they support you.
So we have a very special guest this evening, and so I would just say, I don't know how you want to open it, where you want to open it. You've heard what we have both shared. You helped open the doors that we're trying to open even further, and I'll ask you, Mr. Owens, hearing what I've just said about urban consumers having $447 billion to spend between New York and D.C. Why is it, in your mind, that we do so little with each other?
Well, I think we've been brainwashed in the sense that we don't understand that things you're saying. We don't understand that by dealing in our community that we're doing each other a favor. When I grew up as a kid in Newark, New Jersey, the streets, there was only maybe 2 or 3 black stores in my community. And the rest of them may be different entities that gave us services like food, sandwiches, and all that kind of thing. But I've always been one who believed in sticking with your community because I feel it always helps us. People telling me about, I'll give you a simple example, that I'm a New York fan. I live in Jersey. I mean, New York, New Jersey. I root for all the teams that's in this area because that gives all the people in our area jobs to work. If you go to a football game, I want to see my team win because the next game, people will be back to work in these jobs, in the stadiums. All those jobs, they count. Those are jobs people getting to make their household. I can't be rooting for a team in any other town, any other city, where my people, that puts my people out of work. So every time we do and we win something, I feel real good about that because it's helping the people in my community.
I think, Stan, at a young age, I kind of learned that lesson early on. Our dentist, our family dentist was black. This was in the 70s and 80s, early 60s, right? Dr. Winslow.
Yeah.
We got our oil for our home from a black oil company. So it was ingrained in me early, like, do your best to support each other. And, you know, it comes back tenfold, you know, because those same people will support you when you decide you want to make a move and do something. So it just makes sense. And then when you look around and you see all the other communities following that blueprint,
That's right.
you have to question, you know, you have to ask ourselves, why do we not do that?
Right.
So,
Right, so let me come back to you again one more time, Stone. So, what would your advice be to someone who's here with us tonight or someone who is home? How do we appeal to folks in our community in a way that we can reach them to get them to provide the support that you provided for the professionals that you've worked with, you know, as your son just shared, he was kind of, I'm sure there's a lot of people in business now that would want more support from their communities. How would you appeal to our community?
Well, like Rodney said, that it's got to be taught as you're young. He learned from me because everything I've tried to do that I could do with African American businesses, I've done. He mentioned a few of them. My bank, I go to an African American bank in New Jersey. There's only one right now, but that's my bank. And any way I can, my dentist, my doctor, my foot doctor, everybody I can go to who's a doctor, I'll go to. My first choice would be an African American doctor. I just feel more comfortable being in their hands. And that goes with it, buying a car. I'm not going to go buy a car from a white salesman. And that's not being prejudiced in this sense. I hope it's not. I'm not trying to be, but I feel like that if there's one there, African American there, I'm gonna try to make sure he gets the sale. That's just embedded in me, and that's the way I'm on everything. If it's a store, if it's going to buy a television, if it's going to buy a pair of shoes, whatever it is, I try to make sure that I keep my little bit that I may be able to offer in the hands of us. And what you're saying earlier about how many people, the numbers that African American don't contribute to things like this is unbelievable. We have to teach them as kids. We can't wait until they get my age and start teaching them about how to deal with your own people. I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it answers my question. So, the next question I would have for you is, I grew up in East Orange, New Jersey, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a part of Newark. Because, you know, everything in the bricks was influenced by Newark. We were a stone's throw from Newark. You know, Tony and I grew up on 4th Avenue in East Orange, you know, on 16th and 18th Street. So all we had to do was walk 2 blocks and we were in Newark.
right.
So most of our friends were in Newark. Theo, you know that. We went down the hill to play ball and all of that. So the question I have for you is, You've seen all the greats come out, lift our community up. Now we have Mayor Baraka, who's a friend. Share with us how the power that we now, in some cases, take for granted, how that came into being in the 60s under Kenneth Allen Gibson. I'm sure you witnessed and helped make some of that happen. How did we break through at the port? How did we break through in the city? How did some of that come about? I see you smiling. You said, man, you're taking me down. I just want the clean stuff. We don't want to know when you're up to the midnight stuff.
You know, it's a very long story. When you have 57 years in the industry, I started in Fort York, I was 20 years old. I retired 3 years ago, I was 57 years old.
No,
And I had,
you're not 57. Whoa.
no, 57 years in the port.
In the
57 years as a longshoreman. So I seen the transition from how we worked and what we did, from taking things out of a ship piece by piece,
By hand.
by hand, over the top with cranes, everything, everywhere, but you know, automation, all I see it come from one to the other. It's a tremendous difference in how it was done when I started, when everything came out like this and over the top of the ship, and the work was hard, dangerous, and it was always pretty good pay. It was always good pay because it was, people got hurt. You know, during the course of a year, you might get 10 guys hurt in one port. Some of them serious, some of them dead, died, but it's been very, very a tremendous change. And I think that today it is so different. As for one, I was in the port maybe 3 or 4 years, and I saw the way the port was really beginning to work. So I went to my union official and I said, listen, I heard there was going to be a pier opening up. And I says, I'd like to be the shop steward there. Well, that was the biggest joke I guess I could have told. First of all, we didn't have any black shop stewards at that time, not full-time shop stewards. And they said, oh, he wants to be, it was really funny to them that I come and ask that after being there only a few years, but I was serious. So that didn't happen, I'll have to tell you that. That didn't happen then, but I thought that it should happen. It was in my heart to say that why shouldn't one of us be the shop steward on one of these docks and one of these piers? And thanks to a couple of guys who had union officials, as time came and time changed as far as the way the work was going, and when, like you said, Ken Gibson got in the office, we supported him tremendously. Great support. He brought him into the port, stopped the ships from working, so make sure everybody could see who it was, and got him elected. And that was one of the starting points for us as being in this International Longshoremen Association.
Now, that brings me right to where I want to be. Now, we know that when that work was being done to make Kenneth Allen Gibson the first African-American mayor of a major American city, that wasn't just given to us. Tell us about the resistance that our community faced from people who didn't want us to make that happen. What did you see during that time, and how did you all stick together and come through that to make sure that he won?
Well, once we got the type of leadership that we needed, two guys, the Gardner brothers, and they changed things quite a bit, I must admit to them. And not to black guys, and we didn't, I don't think they really understand what was happening to us at the time, you know. Or we working, that's all they would be thinking about. But then after you got people in jobs, we started counting the hours on each particular shift. Each gang, when that gang had worked, you know, a certain amount of hours.
So you knew what work was paying what?
Yeah.
Follow the money.
And they didn't have an argument with it. If they did, I never heard it. That was before I got it to where I was at. But as being a steward, I used to keep the hours for my job, you know, on my pier. And we just keep it even, you know, and everybody made the same amount of hours. And it happened that way, and it was good. It's good.
And it still is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks to
let
those
me
guys.
ask this question. So what is the highest position you've attained in the union?
I attained the position as the general organizer, which was at that time the fourth highest man in the whole International Longshoremen Association, from Maine to Texas to all down the coast, not West Coast.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not West Coast, East Coast.
I'm fond of saying to people, whenever I get an opportunity to hold a microphone in my hand and speak, your expectation and your reality live at the same address. What made you feel like you could handle that level of leadership?
Because I came through the ranks. I didn't start there. I didn't go from, it's like a ladder. You gotta take one
at a time.
At a time. You can't jump from where I was to be the highest black in the union overnight. It doesn't take that. It's a long journey. You learn a lot through dealing with all kinds of people all over the world. I was very fortunate. I must say that I was very fortunate to do the things that I've done over the years in the Longshoremen Union.
And Stan, one of the things that I gotta mention, he might not mention it, but my grandfather, his father,
How about that?
was there first and set the table.
Sure did.
That true, Morris?
He made him earn it. He didn't let him take no shortcuts. But he provided the doorway to say, hey man, you come in, you go to work, you pay your dues, keep your mouth shut, learn what you got to do, get it done, and the sky's the limit. So I take my hat off to my dad. I'm so proud of him to have been able to do what he's done at that time in this country, to be able to
Especially at that time.
persevere. Always a man of integrity, always kept his nose above, the fray. And just since I've been down there, to be able to travel with him and see the admonition and the respect that people in the industry and people in the community have for him, it's been a really eye-opening experience, a really humbling experience, because I know him as my dad, and he's been a provider, took care of me, never had to worry about anything as a kid, but just to see that the reverence that other folks have for him, it's really a cool thing, man. It's really been a cool thing.
So I'm gonna give you a rapid fire here. I'm gonna give you.
Let me say one other
Sure.
thing, please. Because my son brought it up, and I don't know how it got by me, that my dad made it a lot better for me than probably a lot of people, because he had a reputation. When he came, times was really, really hard. Port Newark was almost like a skeleton. They didn't get ships but maybe once a week. Maybe get 2 ships every 2 weeks. They didn't know when they was going to get a ship. So they were there on the docks waiting, no pay, no money, nothing like that. This is taking you really back into history, okay? But my dad stood through that. He used to wash cars for people, because there's no bucket, the guys working in the office and stuff like that. It wasn't even a lot of them, not office people, but that's one of the things he did. And he was a street hustler. He was a hustler. He had more dice in the house. I don't know. He kept us those dice. I guess they was crooked, whatever. The bottom line of it was that he had a knowledge of that port work that was unbelievable, and the white people respected him like unbelievable. He was smart. He just knew how to do things. He made a regular warehouse into that held like 15 or 20 all the way around it. He tripled the amount of trucks that they could put in by the way he told them to make these, extend the warehouse out, and put plaques over top of them. That same warehouse that only could hold 15 people, now 50 people. 50 trucks coming in. And this was a big deal for us back in those days, and this was something my dad discovered. He did it, and he was well respected all through his career there, all through his career. He was a great guy. His name was TD. That was his nickname, TD Owens.
He called everybody homie because he wasn't good at remembering names. So he said, hey homie, I need you to go over there and do that. Homie, I need you to go over there and do that.
That's the
That was his thing.
That's the general name.
If you had asked me that question first, that should have been the first
Well,
question.
that's why I'm here. I got your back. So we're good.
So I got a rapid fire round. I'm going to shoot a name. I want you to just, the first thought that comes to you as I shoot the name. Kenneth Allen Gibson.
Ken Gibson, great guy. I go to see him now once in a while. Yeah, he's in the nursing home now, but Ken brought Newark a long, long ways. He brought Newark a long ways. He was our first mayor. The port supported him. African Americans supported him. He was a straight, good, honest guy. Him and my brother and my sister went to high school together. And Ken was just a wonderful guy, a great example he set for us in the city of Newark. And like I say, I still see him every now and then. And it's been this year since I went to see him. So you couldn't ask for a finer guy. The way he carried himself, dignified, and always he was a soft-spoken guy. But he was very, very, I might say, I'm trying to think of a good word to say, how he just handled himself. His way of dealing with people and business was good. He was good for Newark. He was a good person for us.
All right, so this might be 360 degrees in the other direction. Sharp James.
I respect Sharp highly. I'm Sharp. They're two different guys, totally different personalities and everything. If you know Sharp was Sharp. He was a sharp person. He had the right name because he was witty, not just funny. He was manipulable. He was just that type of person, and he did a lot for Newark.
That's the biggest cheerleader in New
Yeah,
York. There wouldn't be in New Jersey before Trump.
Today we're good friends. Today.
Do you know Oliver Lofton, the lawyer?
Knew Oliver very well. Oliver was a fine lawyer, one of the well-respected black lawyers in this community for many, many years. We had a mutual friend, a guy by the name of Dr. Robinson. He was from Elizabeth. He had a nickname, it was Frimbo. That was his name, Frimbo. But Dr. Robinson and lawyers, when we talked about
You
that.
guys just said his name?
Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver Lofton. Yeah. Oliver's a fine guy,
Gustav Henningberg.
I knew Gus. Him and a guy named Eddie Holder. Was you going to name Eddie Holder? They were very close because Oliver got Eddie Holder to be the first black to get a business in the airport. And Eddie Holder and Doc Robinson, they were also real good friends, And that's how I got to meet with them because of Doc and Doc Robinson, because he was a street guy. I got out too.
The gentleman that he's talking about became known all over the state of New Jersey as New Jersey's Black Pack, Dr. Irby. There were a few others. Cecil Sanders was part of that, still owns a building on Clinton Street in Newark. The other gentleman that was part of that was James Felton. If you've known anything about Newark, Jim walked around with this big old cowboy hat at all times, this huge cowboy hat. All over with
Service.
at a cleaning service called Ebon International. And some of the people that Mr. Owens is talking about opened up opportunities not just at the port but at the Newark airport.
Absolutely.
And the Black Pack became the first millionaires coming out of Essex County. Many of these gentlemen build fantastic businesses. Hank Henderson is another one that was in that group. You gonna say something?
No, I was just going to piggyback on Eddie Holder. He owned all the duty-free shops in Newark for quite some time. I don't know if his nephew runs the business. So
In the airport and in downtown?
yeah.
Well, I don't know about downtown, but I know it's in the airport.
In Newark Airport, yeah, Newark Airport. So you see all those duty-free stores inside Newark Airport. They're owned by Eddie Holder's company, his brother, and I actually worked for him a couple summers. And this is when they had the old Newark Airport. I would push the liquor bottles from one end of the airport to the other, like make sure I'd have to count how many Drambuis and how many Grand Marniers and roll them over to the next store. So that was another example of
Learning it.
learning it, understanding. Hey, this brother's doing it. It gave me opportunity to get my hustle on. So I got to see that firsthand. All these guys you mentioned, Mr. West, and owned one of the baddest nightclubs in Newark at one time, where all the fighters would come. Ali would come, Frazier, Larry Holmes. I got to see all that stuff, man. And so in my mind, it was only one way to get it done. You know, we had to do it with each other. So
That's right.
that's the formula I stick by to this day.
That's right. I know you have some additional thoughts you want to share with the audience, or you want to just keep going with your dad?
I mean, I would love to, but I have to step in for a second and say, I would like to shine the Matthews Broadcast spotlight on Smitty and Mo's Chicken Kitchen Restaurant, where they specialize in roasted chicken, farm fresh vegetables, and an array of delicious sides. Smitty and Mo's Chicken Kitchen is located at 100 Mulberry Street in Newark, New Jersey, inside Gateway 3. So do yourself a favor, the next time you're in Newark, stop by, check them out. I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
Hi, I'm Mayor Frank Moran of the great city of Camden, reminding you to shop urban and shop local to save time and money, get a higher level of customer service, create jobs, and build stronger families and communities. This holiday season, remember to shop urban and shop local, shop Camden.
This holiday season, remember, shop urban, shop local, and shop Camden.
Hi, this is Stan Matthews, host of the Matthews TV broadcast and founder of the Inner Circle Professional Network. It takes a village to raise a child and a community to build healthy, wealthy businesses, professional practices, and community organizations. The Matthews TV broadcast enables urban consumers like you to support urban business owners, professionals, nonprofit and community organizations that make urban communities great places to live, work, and raise a family. So please continue to watch the Whole Person, Whole Community broadcast on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. on Comcast Xfinity Channel 190 and at the Matthews Broadcast YouTube channel. Oh yeah, and tell 10 friends to watch the broadcast too. Heartfelt thanks for your continued friendship and support. The Matthews TV broadcast spotlights urban business owners, professionals, nonprofits, and community leaders, and enables them to tell their success story and get the clients, connections, coaching, and community support they need to prosper and succeed. With our audience of more than 450,000 subscribers and 2,500 Inner Circle strategic partners on the Comcast Xfinity and our own online streaming platform. So step into the spotlight and profit from our platform today by calling us at 732-357-5701 or book your interview at www.thematthewsbroadcast.com.
Hi, I'm Samut Scott of Mama Yoga's Wellness Coaching, and I am profiting from the platform.
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Brooks from Brooks Wealth Strategies Group, and I'm profiting from the platform.
I'm Leslie Carter of 4E Newspaper, and I'm profiting from the platform.
Hi everyone, I'm Sherman Riggins from the Riggins Coaching Institute, and I'm profiting from the platform.
Hi, I'm Tina Drew of StateConnectedTech.com, and I am profiting from the platform.
Hi, I'm Bill Owens from Lucas Ford, and I'm profiting from the platform.
Hi, I'm Ralph Henderson of Resource Financial, and I am profiting from the platform.
Hi, my name is Brian Fleming of Spring Hill Financial Solutions, and I am profiting from the platform.
I'm Victoria Hepburn of VictoriaHepburn.com, and I am profiting from the platform.